Hi students, I hope everyone's doing well. This video is a reminder about your shared Google Drive. You are working on Project 1, Literacy Narrative. In order to share that with me, I ask you to create a folder in the Google Drive. So you want to go into your drive and create a new folder if you have not done so already. You were asked to do this the first and second week of school. Many of you did. If so, just go back and check it. If not, select New, and you want to create a new folder, and you will title it with your last name. So for me, it would be Burgle, first initial K. I'm going to put a Z, and then RC1000. You click Create. Within that RC1000, you want to create 3 folders, one for each project. So I'm going to go into this and I am going to create a new folder, one called Literacy Narrative. I could also name it Project 1. The second one will be my conflict analysis, or Project 2. And my third folder is Project 3. Right now that's an op-ed. I may change that. So I'm going to write Project 3. Now within each folder, I want to create or share my drafts. You read Anne Lamott's Shitty First Drafts. You will be creating a Shitty First Draft, which is your Get It Down draft, your Fix It Up draft, which is your up draft or the second draft, and then your dental draft, which is your third draft. So I'm going to open up my conflict analysis, and inside that, I would like to make a new Google Doc. And I'm going to call this Burgle Downdraft, Project 1. Not going to worry about spelling because it's a downdraft. I don't get graded on that. I just get graded on doing the work. I am going to actually set up my paper so I'm set for success. So I'm going to use Times New Roman, 12-point font. Make sure that my paper is double spaced because MLA format requires double spacing. And then I'm also going to insert a header because MLA format asks for a header. The header should be right justified. My last name goes there, right justified, and then I insert page numbers. So I want the page number on the first page. Now I'm going to click outside of that. I also know that MLA format asks me to center a title, and my title should reflect the topic. So right now I'm going to say creative title reflects topic. I'll get back to it later. And then I want to left align it. I'm double spaced, and I am going to indent for my new paragraph and say, this is my downdraft. I'm just going to write without judgment. I am working on my literacy sponsors, literacy narrative. Let me tell you how I learned to read. Remember sitting on grandma's lap. When I'm finished with it, I want to make sure that I share it with the teacher, or instructor or professor, and any peers that I'm going to peer workshop with. So I'd be sharing it with myself. For argument's sake, I'm going to share it with, let's see, with Cole. This is video repeat of Google Drive folders. Thanks, Cole, for being a guinea pig and allowing my screen share in this video. In this recording for you. And then I send it. So I can also, let me make sure that I have saved my downdraft of project 1 in the right folder. And I can do that by going to, okay, it says conflict analysis. I don't want it there. I want it under my literacy narrative. I want to move it there. Move here. Okay. So then I can go back to my drive. Inside my drive, I can look for the course folder I created, Burgle KZ, RC1000, and then I can make sure that I have shared the entire folder with the professor. So that would mean I'd be taking my drive and moving it to a shared drive, and I would share it with just one person. So I'm going to go to RC1000, who has access. I am going to manage my access by sharing it. And again, I would share it with Cole Wahab. I already did that. I've double checked my work. That means Cole has access to all of my work within this folder throughout the semester, so he can see what I'm doing, that I'm on time. And it's also a beautiful place to save work. Sometimes students claim that their work gets lost in as you learn. It's a pretty fail-safe system. However, we have Google Drive. And if things fall apart, Google Drive saves everything. So you will now have 2 systems. You have the folder in Google Drive with your 3 projects. And frankly, I'm going to go back and rename this project 2, so you know. And then I'm going to rename this project 1, so you know what project 1 is. Okay, so I've created my folders. Any questions for me? I've shared them with my professor. And the professor then has access and can read prior to meeting and can comment. You don't want to share the comments your professor gives you with your peers, because that would taint your peers' interpretation of your work.